Hey, J Edits, how's it going? We're gonna continue some more Buried today. Facecam too. Where have you been, my friend? Hey, Lele. It's buried deep. You just noticed that my title has a pun about Buried and I'm playing Buried? Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. I just thought of the pun. And then... And the map has nothing to do with it. We're actually gonna play Die Rise today. Hey Noah, how's it going? Been a little bit busy during stream times. It's all good. Welcome back. Greatest map of all time. This map is fun. I stream at random times? I don't. I stream usually at this time. Except when I don't. Oh my god, my timer, I just missed it. My timer was at 3:33:33. Furt and Suit. Yeah, they are. They're doing the new strat, or like a co-op version of the new strat. Which looks like a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure I figured out what causes the child variables to leak. And it has to do with knocking down zombies but not killing them. What's the new strat? They're camping in the, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? They're camping in, is it called the dressing room? It's the room right before you enter the stage. In the dressing room. It's not an easy strat, but it does look fun. You got an error first message? What? 6-7 is funnier than these thumbnails? What? What's what's funny about the thumbnail? The thumbnail's not supposed to be funny. Gotta love Black Ops 1. Title? Oh. Well, thanks. What's the goal with Buried? First goal is have fun. Second goal is try to set a new PB. Third goal is to hope that PB is 255. That would be ideal. Do I watch J-Dubs? I don't know who that is. Like, if I get 255, I'll be happy. I don't want to assume that I'm going to get it on my first try. Well, I guess this isn't my first try, but... Oh, shit. They're breaking it? Yes. Speedrunner? I'm unfamiliar. Okay, so watch. I'm gonna be very careful not to insta-place the turbine. Because I don't want those zombies that are far away to knock over. Because that increases the variables. So I did well that time. You can play, I'm pretty sure Black Ops in VR exists. Like, zombies in VR exists. I don't know how good it is, but... Yeah, I don't know who J-Dubs is. Should I know who J-Dubs is? Hey, Wizard. That's part of the soundtrack. I just put on Super Mario 3D World soundtrack. I did see the playlist, yes. A lot of what's in there will be good. I was gonna say, it might be funny if you start the video with the song Classified Swing, which is the intro cutscene music for Classified. But that's up to you. You don't have to. I want to make a lot of last-gen Classified jokes, I guess. Do you think another BO1 map besides Moon could get to 200 on co-op? Darice, Shino. I'm not... I know less about co-op and how it, like, scales. J-Dubs exposed shades. Oh, that was him? Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Nice. You say you want jazz and I hear bossa nova. I'm thinking like upbeat swinging jazz. Similar to Classified Swing. Similar to, like, I want it to have the same vibe as Classified's round change music, if that makes sense. Which I know is very open to interpretation, and I'm leaving it that way on purpose because it actually doesn't matter that much. I want to fix this. I had to move my camera, which means I gotta... That's better. I can even... a little more this way. This motherfucker's gonna latch onto the turbine. Oh, he didn't. More of the big band jazz? Yeah, I mean, big band jazz is similar. Classified swing would be considered big band, for sure. When's Call of the Dead? Jake and I have to see when we're both free. This Sunday I'm working all day, so it's like tricky. And then today we just didn't have enough time. He's usually off on Thursdays and Sundays, so that's like the best days to do Call of the Dead. Because we can play all day. Hey, Spare. I mean, to be fair, I make my own work schedule, but that's not true for Jake. Which is why, like, my hours are very unusual for an American because I work a lot of evenings and I work a lot of weekends. And, like, during the day, during the week is when I'm free. Going for 255? Hopefully. We'll see. I just want to push my PB and see how far I can take it. And I'll be pretty happy if 255 is where I can take it. And if I can't, then, you know, do my best. You want to make a custom map in BO3, but you need a theme. New York City. Like, I was saying, okay, you want to hear my idea for a custom map? I want to try to think of a custom map that will sort of shake up the way that High Rounds works. So my idea was a New York City themed map where, like, the subway, so you can use a lot of locations in the city. So, like, let's say you got, like, Times Square as a location. You got Central Park. You have, like, Wall Street or, like, even the World Trade Center. You got, you know, Empire State Building, maybe Grand Central or Penn State. Like, you got a few different, like, locations. And then to travel between them, for some of them you could walk through the streets, or for some of them you have to take the subway. And the idea that I had in my head to sort of, like, shake up the High Rounds in a way that I think would be interesting is sort of like either there's like a fog rolling in or something, where every couple rounds a certain area or areas of the map are completely inaccessible. So like for a few rounds, Central Park is just inaccessible. And when I say inaccessible, I don't mean it's like transit where if you go there you get attacked by denizens and it's a pain in the ass. I mean like the zombies just don't spawn there and you have to go somewhere else to progress. And what would be cool about that is, didn't Advanced Warfare try this and people hated it? Did Advanced Warfare do this? On which map? The idea would be that it sort of forces the player to have to move to a different area and have to high round a different way every few rounds based on which locations are unavailable. That way you can't just stay in one spot. And like I said, you shouldn't be punished for, like, if an area becomes inaccessible, it's gonna tell you, hey, you gotta get on the subway and go somewhere else. But you don't get punished for staying there. The only punishment is you cannot progress rounds while you're there. Nothing spawns, and you have to go somewhere else. And then you can come back later when it becomes re-accessible. And so it forces you to kind of move around and play different strategies based on where you are. They had a map where you escort survivors every few rounds. Oh, well, I didn't know about that. But I'm not saying escort, and I'm not saying you get punished for staying there. Like you just can't progress. That's it. You just have to go somewhere else to get zombies to spawn in. And I think it'd be a good mechanic because if you're on co-op and you want to take a break, you stay in an area until it becomes inaccessible and then nothing spawns there and then you just wait. And like, the subway would always be accessible, and like, Pack-a-Punch is on the subway, but also the subway will sort of be an area that like, you don't really want to spend a lot of time in, because it's extremely tight. Hey, Archangel, how's it going? What happens if you walk into the safe zone? So the idea would be once you leave, you can't, like, if you're in that area and then you end the round and then, like, the warning pops up saying, hey, you have to leave, no zombies will spawn. And then once you leave, you can't go back there until it's safe again. Like, the game just doesn't let you. Shoot. I fucked up a little. I'm holding a resonator. I shouldn't be. Here, I could fix this. Trust.
Probably best to just stay here for now. Whoever said the northern area?
Because the reason I like it is, like, you shouldn't be punished, because then it becomes an annoying mechanic. Then it's like, fuck, I gotta deal with this. Oh. That was necessary to prevent all those zombies from fucking,
Don't get back up.
knocking down. Because then it's not an annoying mechanic, but it does force you to have to learn multiple high round strategies in different areas.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
To me, it feels like not quite, but a similar-ish mechanic to like what excavators on Moon are meant to do. Restrict an area and like sort of. But I don't think it should be like excavators where you have to like react to it. It's more just like, oh, the horde has moved over here. Or like, there's a dense fog rolling in and you won't be able to see. Or whatever. Good news, you got BO3 for your PC because it's on sale on Steam. Huge. I don't own BO3 on PC. Or on Steam, I mean. Yeah, you should absolutely be getting Boy Client. Not only is it worth, you have to if you want to submit anything to leaderboards. And what do you get with it? You get safety, because the Steam version's really unsafe. Like, you shouldn't even be playing the Steam version. You probably shouldn't have even bought it. But, you know. Imagine if one round you have to play a strategy similar to Moon, and next you have to play Horde Kill Repeat like Ascension. I know, like, if like Grand Central was one location that was available and you could like train, and then like the Empire State Building is a different location, but it's like crumbling and it feels like Die Rise, it's really tight. But then like Central Park is a really open location. Like, it would kind of provide that variety in some sense of like, because you don't know which areas will be accessible at any given time, you kind of have to learn how to survive in every area. I'll sub if you can name 3 Tool songs. Is Tool a band or a guy?
Don't you go getting any ideas.
I've never heard of them.
Don't get back up.
I'll sub anyways. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Probably best.
Can you play online on Boy Client? Yes. You can play with friends.
I think Regnal Hutch was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. Falling down is all you're good for.
I won't be playing BO3 online, but I appreciate the invite. What's the hardest BO3 map? Probably BO3 Shang. BO3 Verrucht and BO3 Shinonuma are also contenders, but I'm gonna go with Shang.
Probably best.
You love getting Ballistic Knife for the free perk on this map? What's interesting, I didn't use the Ballistic Knife free perk, so if I'm ever in a pinch where I accidentally, like, go down multiple times in the span of 5 rounds, I can use that to get my Quick Revive back in a pinch. Oh, fuck. Did they break the turbine? No. I'm losing so much time.
This your strategy now? Just fucking swarm all over me?
There we go. Yeah, I'm playing on controller.
It's a turbine, like the one from the town.
Xbox controller or PS5 controller? I'm on a PS5 controller right now.
Right on top of me! Oh, damn, so you're good.
There we go. Oh, that increased the childs by a lot, I think. Yikes. Highest round on transit? I've never really high rounded transit. I don't know. I do have controller vibration, yes. I'm using a program called DualSense X, which converts my PS5 controller into like Xbox inputs.
Probably best to just leave it here for now. You feeling the boom? You feeling the boom? Feeling the boom? Oh, damn, so you're good. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
Mouse and control.
Once in the town.
Wonderful and I should do a challenge where like each of us have one hand. I'm the right hand and he's the left hand.
Oh, damn, so you're good. Oh, damn, so you're good.
Two players, one controller. Yo. Oh! Get! Oh my god. How is it not? How is this zombie not dying?
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. I think Regnal Hunt was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. Oh, damn, oh, you're good. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
A run of Mario 64 that 100 players, one for each star. I wanted to do, and this is always an idea, I wanted to do a Dead of the Night game where we go for world record, except like every few rounds we switch the player. So I would just have to like invite a bunch of people over to my house to like all play a few rounds of Dead of the Night. What a god-awful title. Yeah, it would be easy with silver bullets. In theory, we could, like, let people play how they want, but, like, I can teach even my non-zombies friends how to camp with silver bullets. Get you for scratch mark step? The what? Never heard of that. Why the war machine and why not just regular nades? So if you notice, I don't have any regular nades. And that's because I use them all. And also because there's no grenade wall buy on this map. I want to have Jake visit. Jake and I could bang out the Dead of the Night world record in like a week by just taking shifts. The co-op, like you've heard of solo op, where one player plays 2 controllers to get a 2-player world record. But this would be co-op Olo, where multiple players play with 1 controller to get a single-player world record. Thank you, Dolly. So whoever just asked about my grenades, there you go. There they go. Bye-bye grenades.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
Is there a Discord server that has more BO1 custom camos and textures? Are you in the SSC Customs server? This server? Wait, I don't know what your Discord is. This server has a ton of, like, BO1, BO2, gun count, like, all sorts of stuff. Frost drag, right. Voltrade is really annoying on this map. It is. In some ways, yes. I like that you can disable it. This is fun tech. Having one perk disabled. Yeah, I have 200 plus on Black Ops 1 Moon.
You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
How do you disable it? So right now the power is off, and all the perks should be disabled. But if you have disabled perks and you down yourself with perma tombstone and then revive yourself, it enables all the perks. And then to re-disable Voltrade, you place a turbine next to Voltrade and destroy it. And then it shuts it off. Is Voltrade OP on BO7 and BO6? What does it do again? I guess, like, it's got a bunch of augments that are useful, right? Oh, right, the Casimirs. Yeah, it is pretty broken.
You felt it. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
I agree. I got that down to a science, too. Just shoot right under the table so the grenades don't fly everywhere.
It's a turbine, like the one from the town.
Like the one from the town.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Falling down is all you're good for.
Does the free perks from the witches get disabled? Yes. When you get free perks from the witches, if the power is off, they do get disabled. So you have to down yourself to re-enable them. How do you replenish your nades? You wait until next round, and then you get 2 more. There's no other way. Or you get a max ammo, but that... You don't get max ammos unless you have Leroy give you a max ammo, but that's just a lot of effort. So the simple answer is War Machine. And then how do you replenish your War Machine? You trade it out in the box. Speaking of War Machine, I gotta reload this. This oboe part's really nice coming up.
Probably best to just...
BO2's got a lot of fun quirks about it that I really appreciate in a lot of ways. I will say, the Totenreich high round strategy that I saw Decal running definitely looks like one of the more fun strategies in recent memory. But it still doesn't, like, it's just like, the strategy is activate trap, be invincible besides those Poseidon dudes. And then, when the trap is disabled, you spam Casimirs. That's what I saw him doing, pretty much. It's the end of the round, so instead of replacing the turbine immediately, I'm just gonna end the round. You can't pack the War Machine for more ammo. One, because it's kind of annoying to bring a turbine all the way into the maze. But also, the Pack-a-Punched War Machine does not destroy the turbine. I don't know if you guys saw, the first grenade, like, got stuck inside the turbine, and then the second grenade knocked the first grenade out. That was kind of neat.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now. One step closer. I made it.
When are you gonna have to do 1 trade per round? Well, I'm not, like, when I do trades, I'm not, like, stopping everything I'm doing to hit the box until I get the War Machine back. I'm just, like, hitting the box every free moment that I get. So really, like, every time I go to get a new turbine, I'm gonna hit the box once. And in the instances where I don't have a War Machine nor grenades to destroy the turbine, I just have a zombie destroy the turbine, which is slower, but... You have a power vac helmet? What? High rounds on modern games do suck, because, like, they really don't get harder. I love your videos, but please keep translating them, because I don't speak English. Do you have the auto-translate feature enabled? Because I believe YouTube does auto-dub my videos into a few other languages. At least I have that enabled. Why do you disable Voltrade? It lowers the reset time. It might contribute to error. We haven't fully tested that, but it's believed that Voltrade can crash your game. It does lower the reset time. Some videos can't be translated. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't do it myself. It's like YouTube automatically doing it. Like, at best, it's annoying, and at worst, it is detrimental to have Voltrade, basically.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
I'm pretty sure you can make custom dubs. Pretty sure you can upload your own dubs. Because, like, remember the whole Klingon thing? Like, that was somebody making a Klingon dub. Someone needs to record it in the language, but if they record my video in their language, I can upload it as a dub. They just ended their co-op on 108? What do you mean they ended it? What happened? Oh, what the fuck? Well, that turbine's cooked. Yeah, you can make separate audio tracks. Like, I can upload, like, this is the audio for my video in Spanish or Portuguese or whatever. Like, any language. Technically, I can upload whatever audio I want to. It doesn't actually have to be a dub. I could just upload an audio of me saying whatever the fuck I want and say this is Japanese, and if you set the language to Japanese, it'll change the audio to whatever I uploaded. Please go to the gym with you. I don't go to the gym. Make the subwoofer say Mark Zuckerberg. Well, I like the subwoofer sound. The subwoofer and the scavenger are homies, all right? You can't take away their friendship. Make it fart. I can make it that one meme fart. You guys know the one. Make the zombies growls like Epstein, dog. Although Donald Trump zombies would be funny. I should have made a custom Donald Trump zombie texture for 5. RFK would have been the Pentagon Thief. Or I guess Pete Hegseth.
But I know you felt it. You feeling the boom?
Bro, these guys are slow AF. Oh my god. Netanyahu is the Pentagon Thief. The problem is, I don't know how to make custom zombie textures. I would need to request it from somebody who does. Oh, I just threw back my own grenade. That so easily could have killed me. I threw back my own grenade twice by accident. There we go. They can remake 5 with Donald Biden, Vladimir Putin, and Obama. I always thought, okay, so in my head, the 5 remake would be Biden, Trump, either Pete Hegseth or Marco Rubio, and fucking not Putin, probably. There's a couple considerations for who the 4th would be, like Maduro. It could be Netanyahu. Could be Putin. Kamala. I feel like it would be Biden over Kamala. It's easily Biden and Trump. Because, okay, so here, you gotta think of it from 5's perspective. Current president, current secretary of state, the guy they were fighting against, and the loser of the election. So that would be Trump, Biden, Marco Rubio, and, like, the enemy. That could be Maduro, that could be Putin. It's not Putin. That could be Netanyahu. Netanyahu's on our side, I guess. Our side being the bad side. Right, remember, the US is the bad guys. You guys ever seen Kilt? Oh yeah, those were funny, honestly. Although, Tony Hinchcliffe just has been really rubbing me the wrong way for a few years now. I liked some of his older comedy specials, but man, he is insufferable. Kim Jong. I mean, listen, the objectively the funnier option would be a zombies map with Biden, Obama, Trump, and either George Bush or Kamala. Hey, Matsko. Listen, comedy's comedy. A lot of it's funny. But I don't know. He can dish him out, I guess. He can't fucking take a joke. Like the one from the town. Does she have any other quote related to the turbine, or is it just that? Does she just say that every time? Trump, Biden, Obama, and Mom Donnie. As funny as that would be, listen, Mamdani's prominence is very interesting because you gotta consider Mamdani is only a mayor, right? He's not a governor, he's not a representative or a senator or president, he's just a mayor. Yes, he's also the mayor of the largest city in the United States, or the most important city in the United States. He's also just very charismatic and, like, one of the people who should be leading the Democratic Party, in theory, but he will never be president. But it's also really funny to me that, like, everyone's freaking out about Mamdani when his policies are clearly working. And he's just a charismatic guy doing his fucking job. And we're acting like, we're scrutinizing him like crazy for just doing his job. Meanwhile, the president has never done his job and gets scrutiny, but like hardly, he gets a fraction of the scrutiny that Mamdani is getting right now. When we have people who are able to set the bar high, they're held to a higher standard, which is fascinating.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
He is.
Feeling a boom?
He works for the people, not for billionaires. Weird concept, I know. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is Trump a bad president compared to Obama? So Trump is objectively the worst president that we have had in American history. Right, and I'm gonna base that only off of his first term because his second term is ongoing. Right? Remember, in Trump's first term, he spent most of his first 2 years doing absolutely nothing other than trying to first ban all Muslim people from entering the country. And then when the Supreme Court said, no, sorry, you can't do that, he then issued a travel ban for a bunch of countries, got shot down by the Supreme Court, issued another travel ban, got shot down, issued another travel ban, and then like the fourth travel ban barely made it through. He promised to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. That never happened at all. He did shut down the government for 30-something days because Congress refused to appropriate like $1 trillion for him to build a border wall. And the reason why they refused to do that is because anyone with a brain knows, hey, building a border wall actually won't stop the problem, because 60% of illegal immigrants come in on planes. Anyway, he could have built the damn wall to say he did something. Sure, it would have been a massive waste of money at best, but yes, could have done it. He said Mexico was gonna pay for it. That never fucking happened, right? None of that ever happened. He passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which provided some of the largest tax cuts for billionaires and for corporations that we've seen in pretty much all of American history, which ballooned our debt. In 2019, he recognized that he was getting quite unpopular because the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was starting to sort of... Remember, something to keep in mind about Trump's first presidency, Obama left him with a very good economy. And when a new president takes office and starts passing a bunch of cuts and whatever, like, the economy doesn't just instantly go, oh, like, it takes time for these effects to sort of happen. Obama left him with a good economy. So for the first 2 years he was in office, the economy was relatively good. How does fentanyl make it through? It's hard to say. What is not very hard to say is that the fentanyl crisis is actually coming from within the United States and leaving. Like, Canada's dealing with a fentanyl crisis, and there's like 90% more fentanyl entering Canada from the United States than there is coming into the United States from Canada. Or something like that. Yeah. Fast forward to 2019, he recognized that he was losing popularity, and he recognized that there was a chance he might lose the next election. He also recognized that Joe Biden was the presumptive nominee for the Democrats. So he wanted to get dirt on Joe Biden, and the way that he wanted to get dirt was he told the president of Ukraine, hey, I want you to announce a criminal investigation into the Joe Biden family. And President Zelensky was like, no, I'm not just going to announce an investigation into your political opponent. What the fuck? And then Trump responded by saying, oop, okay, you get no funding from us anymore, sorry. Which was illegal. That's he can't just do that. He does not have the power to just appropriate funds like that. Especially take away funds from an ally like that. So, Congress impeached him. For the first time. And of course he was acquitted, because, you know. Then, that was most of 2019. The end of 2019 is when the COVID pandemic initially started in China. Or, you know. And Trump recognized, oh, this could be a thing. Gutted the pandemic response initiative that that Obama had put in place, right? Obama literally had a plan set in place that was like, hey, if there is a pandemic or an epidemic, like, we need to have a plan. We need to have money allocated for this sort of thing. We need to have researchers working on this sort of thing. Yeah, he's been impeached twice. Donald Trump is the only person in American history to be impeached twice. Obama recognized, hey, if there's some sort of virus or like some sort of serious Spanish flu, whatever, that needs to be responded to, then like we need to have a plan in place and we need to have funding in place. Trump gutted that completely. Right before the COVID pandemic. COVID pandemic happens. Trump does one of the only good things he's done, which is authorize Operation Warp Speed, which was the initiative that was going to like fast track the creation of the vaccines and distribute it to as many people as possible. And then immediately started campaigning against the vaccine and telling people they don't need to get it and they'll be fine. Encouraged people to go outside and not social distance and not wear masks, directly leading to millions of people being killed who didn't need to be killed. And you could argue that they're stupid, which yes, but also the president shouldn't be just telling people, hey, ignore the advice of medical professionals and doctors. Then, during 2020, the killing of George Floyd happens. Massive BLM protests happen. What does Trump do? He sides with QAnon and he sides with the Proud Boys. And he basically endorses the people who were going to peaceful protests and starting riots.
Probably best to just leave it.
And his response to the whole BLM situation was just awful. Then he loses the election to Joe Biden in 2020. Becomes the only president in history to deny the results of the election. Tries to sue in 70 different jurisdictions to overturn the results of the election. Was shot down every single time by judges, including ones appointed by him. Sent fake electors to show up to state capitals to pretend to certify him. And then, when all of that failed, riled up a mob of people to a big, wild protest in DC on January 6th. Which round am I? I'm on round 82. To March on the Capitol, the direct quote, march on the Capitol and fight like hell or you won't have a country anymore. While also getting rid of the metal detectors as soon as he found out that people in his crowd were armed. Then, when he watched them invade the Capitol, he didn't do anything about it for 187 minutes. And only after 187 minutes of him being inside the, of his supporters storming the Capitol, threatening to hang his own vice president, did he release one Twitter video of, hey guys, stand down and be peaceful. After it had already been done. Was impeached a second time, left office in disgrace. Was he there in the rally? He held a rally in the National Mall where Rudy Giuliani told people that there would be a trial by fire or something, and then Donald Trump said, they're going to steal this country, you need to fight like hell or you won't have a country anymore, and then told them to march on the Capitol. And we should be... and remember, he tweeted like a few days prior, big protest in DC on January 6th will be wild. Is that Leroy? Leroy's in his cage. Oh shit, where's his key? I used to have his key in my inventory. Yeah, so remember, Trump is the only president in American history to deny the results of an election. The only. He is the only president in American history to not respect the peaceful transfer of power when Joe Biden took office. He was impeached twice. He's the only president to be impeached twice. He's the only person in American history to be impeached twice. Some Americans will see this and say this is not fascism. Remember, Trump, well, that was just talking about his first term. After his first term, historians were calling Trump the worst president in American history. And he is easily, at best, bottom 4, right? Who do I put in my bottom 4? I think it's Trump. I think it's James Buchanan, who was president right before the Civil War, who basically allowed the South to secede and riled up the tensions when he left office. I think it's Andrew Johnson, who dragged his feet for Reconstruction after the Civil War and was impeached. And I think it is probably Warren Harding, who was involved in a number of scandals when he was president. Those are my bottom 4, but I think Trump is the worst. It does kind of make sense because it was the only time there was mostly mailed-in votes. You're not wrong that in 2020, there was way more mail-in votes than normal, right? That doesn't mean that the votes were illegitimate. Like, to be clear, it is understandable that in 2020, it took longer to count all the votes, because it was the first time in history that we had that many mail-in votes, right? It's also very understandable that the mail-in votes did create a blue wave. Why? Because Donald Trump was encouraging all of his supporters to not social distance, to go outside and pretend everything's normal, and to go stand in line at actual polling places, where Joe Biden was encouraging his supporters to stay home, wear masks, and to vote by mail. So, of course, more of the votes by mail were from Democrats. Like, and listen, if you want to say, like, oh, I just want to make sure that everything's fair, like, sure, whatever, yeah, that's your right as a candidate, but like, once the election was over, it was over. He sued 70 times and lost all of them. Like, What? What are you supposed to say? All the courts are wrong, all the ballots are wrong, and they stole the election. Go overthrow the government and rile up a crowd? That's your response? You're the fucking president. It's your job to make sure the elections are free and fair, arguably. I still don't understand why you can't have an ID for free. Well, yeah, okay, here's the thing with voter ID, right? Voter ID is sort of a big issue right now because people are saying, oh, we should mandate an ID to vote. I'm in favor of voter ID. I want there to be voter ID so that we can make sure these things don't happen. You have to make the voter ID free. Because if you start telling people, oh, you must have a passport in order to vote, if you don't have a passport, you're not allowed to vote, then you're basically charging people $300 to vote. 50% of Americans don't have a passport. Why would I pay $300 to renew my passport if I don't leave the country? Why would I pay $300 to renew my passport just to vote if I'm living paycheck to paycheck? That's the problem. IMZ's on 421? On which map? So if you're gonna mandate voter ID, make it free. Real ID would suffice. I mean, not everyone has a driver's license. Those things cost money too. Yeah, you have to make the voter ID free if you mandate voter ID. Ancient Evil, huge. Oh, I wasn't watching my turbine. Oh, fuck off. But yeah, talking about his second term is a disaster. Motherfucker. Sorry. Did they destroy it? I'm gonna assume they did. What a mess. It's okay. There's a part of me that thinks he'll try to run for a third term. I think if he's alive in 2028, they're going to be pushing for him in a third term. And the reason why I say that is because Trump is generally disgusted by the idea of any successor at all. Like, whenever people bring up to Trump, hey, do you think Vance is ready to take over as president if something happens? He's offended. He goes, I'm the president. Like, Vance isn't the president. Like, he's not going to endorse anyone immediately. Would he able to physically and mentally run for a third term? Well, that's the other thing, is I think there's 0% chance he's alive in 2028. I don't think he's going to be alive by the end of this year. He is clearly mentally unwell. A majority of the time when you hear him speak to the press or to anyone, you don't know what the fuck he's saying. He's clearly getting IV treatments. He is, yes, he's the oldest president to ever be inaugurated. He's held that title twice. It's a funny thing that the United States did. The United States elected the oldest president in history 3 times in a row. Because Donald Trump was the oldest elected president in 2016. And then Joe Biden was the oldest elected president in 2020. And then Donald Trump was the oldest elected president in 2024. Charlie Kirk would have been a good president? No, he would not have. At all. Yeah, like, it's baffling to me that people don't recognize this. If you listen to any of Donald Trump's speeches from 2016 to 2020, well, yeah, the donor class wants to push Vance or Rubio. They want Rubio, because Rubio is by far, like, Still conservative, still Republican, but probably the least destructive option in the administration, right? If I had to pick a Republican to be the next president, I think Rubio would be the safest option. I think it would also still be pretty disastrous. I think that we're much better off if a Democrat gets elected. Although you can also make an argument that Democrats are generally more of the same, and you're not wrong. More of the same, but at least trans people get their rights back or something like that. Why does the turbine randomly stop working? It's not random. So after a little over 2 minutes, the turbine will start to fail slowly. Like, it just doesn't last very long. One thing that you can tell, if you guys see the flap that is on the back of the turbine here, when it's upright like this, you know the turbine's at full health. When you see it go sideways, the turbine is losing a lot of health and it's gonna start to like go out. Are you? Oh, you're home right now. Let's hop on a call when you get back from food. I can only play for like 2.5 more hours, but 2.5 more hours. And then, yeah, so when the turbine's sideways, it's gonna cut out a bit, and then when it goes down, it's like almost gonna get destroyed. You can use 5 resonators safely. On the 6th resonator is when the turbine's gonna start to go wonky, and then the 7th resonator as well. And then 8 or 9 resonators is like you're kind of playing with fire. Yeah, I don't want it to be Vance. I don't want it to be Rubio. I also don't want it to be Gavin Newsom. I'm okay with a Buttigieg presidency, Andy Bashir. I wouldn't hate. I don't know who I'm really leaning towards right now. It's going well today. How are you? But yeah, point being, Donald Trump is, without a doubt, the worst president in American history. Imagine a female president. I hate to say it, I really do, but I don't think that America's ready for a female president. Donald Trump was a god-awful candidate. Anyone should have been able to beat Donald Trump. And yet, 2 women couldn't. I do believe that sexism is a big part of it, as much as I don't like to admit that. Let's have this guy destroy the turbine. Kamala was genuinely a clown. She wasn't a clown. You could make an argument that her policies were probably going to be relatively milquetoast and relatively the same as Biden's, and sure, you're not wrong. But Biden took a lot of steps in the right direction. Granted, I mean, listen, probably a lot of this country's not ready for a female president, as much as it sucks to say. I think that the same is true for someone like Buttigieg. I don't think that most of the country is ready for a gay president. Her as a person was very like Trump, clownish. In what way? Please explain. What? What? Because of her laugh? She was perfectly fine as vice president, right? You could argue, I could argue, I want someone more progressive. That's a fact. But in terms of, like, which is the lesser of 2 evils, there's no question. Yeah, that's a decent way to put it, Bubsy. right? Voting for Kamala was more of the same. Voting for Trump was, let's send the world into a massive depression and fuck up everything and set us back by decades. Like, the amount of damage that Trump has done to this country and to the world is going to take decades to reverse. What, because of the coconut tree? You just want someone that's strictly business? Like Obama? Because I don't know if Obama was strictly business. Obama was funny as hell. Who would you say were the last great president in both parties then? I would say... Listen, I think that Obama was a good president. I think that historians widely will consider him like a top 10 president. I do think that Obama definitely could have done a lot more to be more progressive, right? When he was elected, he had 60 seats in the Senate. He had a filibuster-proof majority. He had the House. He had the trifecta. He could have done universal health care instead of just this Obamacare where the government pays the insurance companies. He definitely could have done more. I think he was a very charismatic president. I think he did a lot of good things. The problem is, if he had done better, maybe we wouldn't have had Trump, right? Maybe there could have been more to prevent whatever got Trump elected in the first place. I think that the last truly great president for the Democratic Party was probably FDR. FDR would have been called a socialist if he were president today, by far. His policies revolved heavily around we need to tax the rich more and we need to use it to pay for social programs. He created Medicare and Medicaid. He created Social Security. He invested heavily in the working class people of this country. And you know what happens when you invest heavily in the working class people? They fucking love you and they elect you 4 times. Right? I'm just running this map for fun. This was not chosen for the series yet. In terms of Republicans, who do I think was the last great Republican president? I would say Eisenhower. Eisenhower also was another president that very much put country over party. He also invested heavily in American infrastructure. He is the reason why we have the interstate highway system. He invested heavily in transportation and did a lot of just general, like, good for providing services to this country. It's good to see you as well, Sam. Yeah, listen, the United States is the only developed country that doesn't have universal health care, which is weird because I've been hearing for my whole life, oh, it would never work, even though it works everywhere else that it exists. And then I always hear, oh, but in Canada, they wait longer. And it's like, sure, you might wait longer for some specialized treatments, but like, if you have an emergency, you're going to see a doctor immediately. Right, also, what does wait times have to do with who pays for the, like, I don't see the correlation. I guess the argument is, oh, the reason why wait times are longer is because more people are using the services, right? In the United States, you don't wait for healthcare if you don't wait to get healthcare. If you're dying and you don't have health insurance, you just die. You pay hella taxes, but healthcare is also very affordable. The point is, I would rather pay higher taxes. I would rather pay one single bill every year. Hey, here's your taxes. They're a lot, but my taxes cover my health care. They cover my school. They cover my, they cover everything. Instead of in the United States where it's like, oh, my taxes are lower, but I'm paying out the ass for healthcare. But I'm paying out the ass for this service. But I'm paying out the ass for this service. Like, I would rather have one bill that covers everything that is slightly larger than low taxes and a bunch of ridiculously high bills for everything else that I need. It's also weird because the United States spends more per person on, as in the United States government spends more per person on healthcare than any other country in the world by far. Like, the second most expensive healthcare per person is like half as much as what we spend. Yet, we don't have universal healthcare. So we're spending all this money that, like, goes to where? The insurance companies.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
I would not be comparing FDR to Hitler. I mean, to be fair, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying FDR was a perfect president. There was a lot that FDR did wrong, and I can name a handful of Japanese concentration camps that would agree with me, right? We aren't absolved of this either. Fuck off! Get off of my turbine! Sorry. Yeah, we can't afford healthcare, but we can afford to spend $1 billion a day on the Iran war, by the way. We're approaching almost $1 trillion spent on this war. Also, we spend over $1 billion a day paying off the interest on our debt.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
Oh, right. Uh-oh. Ah, wait. Oh, no, it's the end of the round. I'm okay. I thought I was gonna fuck up my variables there. And remember, all of this stems from the fact that that Reagan and Baby Bush and Trump all passed 3 of the largest tax cuts for billionaires and the wealthy and corporations in history. And then we're sitting here going, oh, I don't know how we're gonna pay the national debt. Let's cut Medicaid and then spend dollars on a war. Okay, so what's variables? This number here, the GSC Childs, if this number goes above 65,536, then my game crashes. This number here is the max GSC Child, so you're gonna notice this number is like constantly going up and down and up and down and up and down. But over time, it's gonna slowly increase and increase and increase and increase. And then like the max down here is tracking what is the highest that it ever was. Right? What's the highest that I ever saw that number hit? That's this. And I'm trying to avoid having this guy increase. And the way that you do that is you need to make sure that the Resonator is killing the zombies and not knocking them down without them dying. When you knock down zombies but don't kill them, it increases the variables by a bunch. So that's sort of what I'm working towards in this entire game. And I have to focus on that from now until 255, in theory. So it's interesting in a way that, like, Buried kind of has this unique quirk about it when you're high rounding. Yeah, we spend billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars for Israel to start wars with everyone they want to. But we can't afford to pay for healthcare for our citizens. Which is funny because Israel has universal healthcare. So they have the money for healthcare, but they don't have the money for killing whoever they want to. They need the US's money for that. What's the longest reset on this map? So 3 people have been to round 255. None of them reset. They all got to 255.
Got knocked right off your feet that time.
The Paralyzer will not kill anything on this round. It stops killing, like, basically on round 70.
It's a turbine.
Israel and America aren't allies? Oh, we're definitely allies. America and Europe are very rapidly becoming no longer allies with each other.
Oh, you may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back.
Yeah, Israel has universal healthcare, yes. So in case you're wondering, hey, why do we need to spend billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars on Israel? That's what we should be asking ourselves. They can afford universal healthcare. They should be spending that money on their military instead, clearly.
Got knocked right off your feet that time. I think Regnal Hut was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. You feeling the boom?
Yep. It cares more about Israel than its own people. And when people talk about, oh, both sides, like Joe Biden and Donald Trump send more money to Israel than they do for any of our veterans, than they do for any of our people that are struggling to pay for healthcare. $70 million Americans voted Trump in to not start any war. I mean, if you believed Donald Trump when he lied to all of your faces, that's on you. Project 2025 was available to read the entire time, and all of this is outlined in it. You're a Bering Sea fisherman? Oh. But yeah, it's a mess. And, you know, expectedly, in the near future, you guys everywhere in the world are going to see oil prices skyrocket. But not only that, you're going to see massive oil shortages. Right? Because there isn't going to be enough oil.
Told you I'd come back. It's a turbine, like the one from the town. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Just want someone who actually cares for the country? Yeah, that's generally what we all want. And it's the reason why people are so... Despite the fact that Donald Trump is the most unpopular president in history right now, like since they've been tracking the popularity of presidents, people are still upset with the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party is rolling over and saying, well, the war with Iran's actually not that bad. And they're basically saying that probably the same thing would have happened under Kamala, which is great. Maybe we should elect somebody who Actually cares about working people. Which is why Mamdani is so popular right now. Because he's not afraid to say, like, hey, I'm here for the New Yorkers, not for billionaires. I'm here for New Yorkers, not for Israel. Yeah, the strait is still closed. And again, we were talking about this yesterday. Like, the best case scenario is that oil maybe returns to normal by next year, and that is assuming that the strait opens today, which is never happening. Hey, listen, this isn't even for a high round strategy video. This is just me playing. So I can definitely talk about whatever the fuck I want. I mean, even when it's for the strategy videos, I talk about whatever the fuck I want. Oh, right, I don't have a... Shit.
It's a turbine, like the one from the scout. Nothing too fancy. Sometimes you gotta appreciate a good all-rounder.
Hold on, let me... I gotta pull the zombies over here.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
That's the end of the round, too.
You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
The ballistic knife I actually want to put in the fridge, because later on, if I'm in a pinch where I need a free perk immediately, I can use the ballistic knife free perk to get it. Because why are we struggling with healthcare when we're fine to donate more than 300 billion to another country? Now you're starting to get it.
Right off your feet that time.
Which, by the way, I've talked about this. If and when I run for office, like, this is all of what I'm going to be campaigning on. Why did it play that? I literally just put Super Mario 3D World OST on. It just fucking played the death music.
Right off your feet that time. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
Ah, shoot.
Right off your feet that time.
Tell me one country you aren't allowed to criticize without being banned or censored right now? Well.
Right off your feet that time. Falling down is all they're good for.
Like I said, you know that the Republicans realize that what they're doing is unpopular and unwanted when all they've been doing is trying to rig this November's elections. And we should all come to terms with the fact that they're not going to sit and accept the results of the election this November when they lose. Do you guys remember the last time that Donald Trump lost an election?
Feeling the boom?
We should not be surprised when he retaliates again.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. Feeling the boom?
He's definitely going to. Don't be worried. It's gonna happen. The most important thing that you need to do is you need to vote, and you need to make sure that your vote is counted. Because they're going to lose this November. What did he do last time? Last time Donald Trump lost an election, he threw such a big fit that he riled up a mob of his supporters to go storm the Capitol with the intent of murdering the vice president in order to prevent him from certifying the results of the election. And so that he could just take over, I guess. They'll only lose the House. Well, yes, losing the House will be a big deal. I think they're gonna lose the Senate too. There's a very decent chance that, like, even Alaska, which has a Senate race coming up, could go blue. I want to save this ballistic knife, so I'm just gonna have these guys destroy the turbine. Beautiful. How many subwoofers do world record holders use to get to 255? I could check Vano's gameplay and see, because I'm pretty sure he was using the same B2 op that displays it like mine does. Oh no, my childs! You see all those zombies back there that got knocked over? That's what did it.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
It's gonna be a lot of subwoofers, that's for sure.
I think Ragnar Hutch was looking for this earlier. Wonder why. Got knocked right off his feet that time. Probably best to just feeling the boom?
I mean, yeah, listen, if the Senate also goes blue, then Trump is most definitely a lame duck, which in a lot of ways he already is, because he's gotten so unpopular that Congress just isn't passing anything that he wants anymore. Everything that he's been doing has been without the approval of Congress. Like, remember, Trump was trying to push the Save America Act for so long, and yet that just... That just didn't pass. Hello? I'm sorry, did they not latch onto the turbine? Wait, what? Okay, I gotta gather the horde real quick. Because I gotta make sure the ones coming out of there don't get me. Ah! The fuck? Sorry. Yeah, the tariffs got ruled as illegal and they had to give the money back. The problem... Okay, the...
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
The problem is, right, Donald Trump introduced a bunch of these tariffs, which made everything more expensive. And then, in order to offset the costs, the grocery stores and the corporations are the ones who raised prices, right? So, the corporations didn't pay for the tariffs, the consumers paid for the tariffs. And then, the Supreme Court reversed and said, no, the tariffs are actually illegal, and you have to pay them back. And so, who are they paying back? Are they refunding all the consumers who had to pay more for their goods? No, they're refunding the corporations, who aren't even lowering the costs back to their pre-tariff levels. So, in other words, all the tariffs did was just steal a bunch of money from all of us. This is the end of the round. I'm gonna real quick go store my ballistic knife. Oh, I can't place this? What? That's unfortunate. The camos in that server you sent me, if you were to pick a rainbow camo built for another weapon, could it be renamed and used? I don't know. I think it depends on the camo. I think it is probably better to ask somebody that is in that server, because they can more effectively guide you on like what can be done. Because a lot of them are like... Fucking hell. And this guy, what? I don't know. I don't know why you can't put the ballistic knife. I'm gonna assume it's because, like, they don't want players to have more than one ballistic knife in the game. Because only, that's a player exclusive weapon. Only one player can have it. But if everyone has it in their fucking weapon locker, then multiple players can have it. And I think they don't want that. But I just found that out the hard way. That's a little annoying, but that's okay. I can always hit the box for it if I need it later. Ballistic knife does use wonder weapon logic. So does the crossbow on Black Ops 1. Why is it a player exclusive weapon? I don't know, but I think it just has something to do with, like, in theory, I guess on paper it's overpowered if everybody has like an instant revive stick, you know. Tariffs work when you know what the fuck you're doing. Tariffs are meant to sort of stop competition, you know, to increase American manufacturing, except you can't just put blanket tariffs on everything. I don't remember if the flamethrower is the same. I think it is. Can multiple players have... Oh yeah, no, multiple players can't have the flamethrower. Oh, it's only one player. Yeah, she's only got one quote for the turbine, I'm not gonna lie. This is, it's gonna get annoying and stop being cute pretty soon. There was almost a flamethrower attachment for the AK-47. What? Is this in 3D World? Oh.
Whoever said the more the merrier? I think Regnal Hut was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. Oh, damn, it's all your good fault. Probably best to just leave this here for now. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Do you think she does cameo? I know that, like, Richtofen and Dempsey used to do cameos. I could have probably had them record custom character quotes for me.
Right off your feet that time. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
It would be cool if the transit traps were useful. The only reason they're not is simply because, like, most of them require a turbine, and the turbine is far from everything. Everything's far from everything. Buried works because multiple buildables are close to each other. Whereas transit, it's like, I'm not gonna fucking bring a turbine all the way to the power station to use the electric trap, and then as soon as it breaks after 2 minutes, I have to go all the way back to bus depot.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
She does, and it's 75 bucks. 75 bucks. For 75 bucks, I could pay her and just be like, hey, say this in Misty's voice. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Glad you picked up a turbine. Like, something like that. Yeah, transit has fixed buildable stations. So does Die Rise. Out of everyone in the Victus crew, who do I like most? Generally, I like Misty the most. But also, I often play as Stuhlinger solely because Stuhlinger can talk to Richtofen, and Richtofen's my favorite character. Yeah, the batteries are interchangeable, funnily enough.
Feeling the boom? Got knocked right off your feet that time.
this strategy a lot.
But I know you.
I don't know the answer to that, Jules. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
Good progress.
Falling down is all you're good for. Weird. Just banged into something.
Galaxy music's great.
Seen it, but I know you will. Do yourself a favor.
I do remember those. I remember the buried one. We're buried, buried, buried deep underground. I want to pull it up. Something like that. I hope this isn't copyright. He's sliding down right now. I'm gonna keep playing. I did.
No! Stop the motherfucking music! I am tired of this shit! I need a nap or some shit! We're gonna do this a third fucking time! Nein! You must dance and Menserit! Oh, calm down, Rasmus. Here, this should hold you over for a while. Hey, Stu. Who in the rectal thermometer was that? His name is Rick Toff, and he's a crazy Nazi scientist. Here I'm in my head, people think I need a therapist. Place is new, but situation is the same. When zombies blow up, I get hungry and insane.
Gotta stay focused, let's make a plan. Unlock the door for the drunken man. Body it up, lyrics busting all day. When he's dancing drunk for the barricade.
Did someone say drunk cause I wanna play? I win cause I've been wasted since yesterday. Crack the mystery box, can't believe what I've seen. The paralyzer's got me higher than I ever been.
Getting us into the armory. Lose up in life like a VIP. Once a
This is so much worse than I remember it being.
buried.
We're buried in a western town, buried.
Sound of a crazy bitch shoot flying around. We're buried. We gotta follow that plan.
Buried.
The German man. Buried. He only cares about our words, using us like puppets to control the earth.
Buried deep underground, buried in a western town,
Throw out
buried.
the party, let the music sound. Cause there ain't no clubs that's deep underground. The crazy flying bitch tried to shut us down, so I roofied the hoe for us started the pound.
Roofied the hoe.
Don't it count as housework? Would rather spend my time out looking for perks. Rick's often helping me on my quest. You must be my pawn, that's my final request. Do not help Maxis, whatever you do, you must power the tower. I will talk you through. Build a guillotine found next to the saloons and power up the balls, they look like balloons. Acquire the purple lantern, decipher the codes, use the power of the least to make the guillotine.
Bro's explaining the whole Easter egg right now.
And make a magic wish and prepare to be amazed.
I've seen it before, but you said your discretion and just can't ignore. I got up and jack, turning into the sun, but if the zombies get past when the chorus comes. Count this, everyone fell back to the junk. Sally's so tired when there's the sun. Crack a time bomb, go back to round two. There's too many fucking zombies, nothing else we can do. We're buried deep underground, buried in a western town, buried. When we hear the sound of a crazy bitch shoot flying around. We're buried, we gotta follow that plan. Buried of the German man, buried. He only cares about our words, using us like puppets to control the earth. Buried, we're buried, so buried, deep underground.
Buried, we're buried, so buried
zombies all
underground.
Leroy.
Falling down is all you're good for.
Buried underground, buried in a western town, buried. When we hear the sound of a crazy bitch shoot flying around. We're buried, we gotta follow the plan. Buried of the German man, buried. He only cares about our words, like puppets who control the earth. We're buried underground, buried in a western town. Buried when we hear the sound of the crazy bitch who's flying around. We're buried, we gotta follow the plan. Buried at the German.
My favorite one was the Nuketown one.
We're teasing us like puppets who control the earth. Buried, we're buried, so buried.
Because the Nuketown one,
Buried, we're buried, so buried, zombies all around.
this one has all of them. There's a video that just has all of them in a row. Should we listen to this? Oh my god. Yeah, the Nuketown one was the best. Why did I get my own live stream in my recommended? What? Where's the Nuketown one? There's Mob. There's Origins. The fuck is this one? What? There's like another there's like a live action one? I didn't see that one. There's Shadows? I never saw Shadows. And then this is The Giant. I haven't seen these ones. Hold on. Wait, I gotta do Nuketown. Because Nuketown's not in this one.
No, I'm playing Nuketown.
Everybody load up.
Don't get back up.
I'm gonna get a copyright strike for this.
You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Hey, hey, hey!
Favor, don't get back up.
What? I just fucking... That was so dumb of me. Nuketown.
I wonder why.
Zombies. Who's gonna rather take it away?
No.
Maybe LSAT.
No.
Just want that reggae.
No.
Is that zombie alive?
Nope, it's dead. Stuck by Testa. Shot him in the head. When Chuck set the trigger, all the zombies eat lead. Well, Reagan's more effective, always puts them to bed. These agents are pussies, need me to revive. Keep on getting down while I keep surviving. Better fire feels low, check a double tap soon. That noise up in the sky. Is that a rocket from the moon?
I know you felt it.
That was fire. That's the best one.
Damn song you're good for.
You're gonna make your leave here? Alright, thanks for stopping in. Mario Kart World music, 1 hour of relaxing and chill. No, let's finish the 3D World. Starting with the next song.
Damn song you're good for.
BO2 Zombies is so fun. I do understand why Jake thinks it's the worst to high round from BO1 through 4. I kind of agree with that. But I also think it's a lot of fun. He made a song 5 months ago about zombies or just like
Don't get back up.
songs in general. Here, let me see. Why I'm pausing musicals 1 month ago. Bruh, he's still doing them. He's clearly not. Jurassic World. Okay. Why do these not... Oh, they're members only. I was like, they don't show the view count. How many channel members does this guy have? I mean, I guess... Yeah. All right. Oh, I didn't reload this. No big deal. I've gotten a lot better at getting the zombies to latch on. Shoot.
Probably best to just
End of the round.
don't get back up.
Yeah, BO2 Zombies is very diverse. Every map plays super differently from one another. What am I gonna do if I accidentally place the turbine too close to Jug? If that happens, I can re-enable Jug by downing myself.
Do yourself a favor, don't get back up. Got knocked right off your feet that time. Feeling the boom?
I don't need to use that. I just need to do this.
It's a turbine.
Yeah, it is crazy to me how close we came to BO2 Chronicles. Because definitely there was a time in 2013 where I was like, I wonder if we're going to get a DLC 5 like Black Ops 1 where we get a bunch of zombies maps. I originally thought it would be 4. I thought they were going to do, like, Origin... I thought they were going to do the same as Black Ops 1, where they did a new map and 4 remasters. So I thought we were going to get, like, Origins and then Kino, Ascension, Shang, Moon, or something like that. But then it never happened.
It's probably best to just leave this here for now. You feeling the
That is interesting. He said that? Oh, that was a little far forward.
down is all you're good for. You feeling the boom?
Am I out of... I finished the whole playlist? Okay. What are the odds the next Zombies is mechanics reboot is better than the current era? Like, will the next era of Zombies be better than the current one? I don't think it's very likely. I think the series is dying or dead. We'll see. I mean, it is Call of Duty, and they haven't missed a release any year in the last 20-something years. Doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Okay, this is a little sketch. Oh shit! I'm stuck.
Don't get back up. Feeling the boom?
Okay. What? That what? That worked out weirdly kind of nice, huh? I couldn't paralyze up because I was stuck on top of the zombies. What was that? We will get BO8 and it will be the top Black Ops game yet. Oh god. They need to end Black Ops as a series. Just start a new one.
I think Ragnar Hutch was looking for this earlier. I wonder why.
Where did you get the berry joke? It's hilarious. Can I be honest with you all?
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
I had ChatGPT come up with like 5 different berry puns. And all of them were terrible, but like this was a combination of 2 of them. This is when AI should be used. This is what our gallons of water are going towards.
I think Ragnar Hutch was looking for this earlier.
I wanted something more similar to my joke from yesterday, because I thought that was supreme. I'm gonna be coming up with like strawberry jokes and blueberry jokes and like raspberry jokes. All different types of berries. The one I was gonna do was, call me Mr. Beast, because I'm basically buried alive. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's. I don't think I'm gonna quite make it to round 100 this stream, just because I want to get off at like 3:30. We'll see.
What did I just bang into? Damn! They're right on top of me! You may not have seen it, but I know you.
Battlefield 6 Battle Royale is a pain. I've never played it.
Don't get back up. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Feeling the boom? Feeling the boom? Feeling the boom? Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
I'm feeling the boom. 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 Boom.
You felt it.
I've got my War Machine grenades like down pat.
Part of the plan. Don't you go getting any ideas.
Do-do. It's weird because the War Machine is a score streak on multiplayer, and on multiplayer it's direct impact, so it's actually really good. What's all the junk on the right side of my screen? It's a bunch of different error trackers, but the one that I care the most about is specifically max GSC childs. I don't want this number to increase at all costs. And generally the way that it increases, at least from my testing, is anytime you knock down a zombie but don't kill it, it has a chance to increase that number. And if you knock down a bunch of zombies without killing them, it's gonna increase that number. Oh, fuck.
Right off your feet that time.
Hey, Kaori, how's it going?
Probably best to just sit here for now.
It's very overwhelming. There's a lot in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. That was just class. It's not organized. Well, yeah. Hopefully you find a good camo at least. And or texture. That's like, when I'm looking for camos, that is the place I go. Just because it's the one place where there is so much of it. I should have been looking for a paralyzer camo before I started this game, but that's okay. So how did we get to, how would we already get to 38K? So around 35 to 36, even 37 is sort of like just what's normal just from playing, and there's not much you can do about it. Getting up to 38 is just because I let a bunch of zombies get knocked down. Which, like, it literally, if you look in the previous stream, it increased by like 300 in one go, because I had a bunch of zombies really far away over there when I placed down my resonator, and they all got knocked down. Which is not ideal, but what is ideal is the fact that I'm going, like, a bunch of rounds in a row without increasing it at all. The more rounds that I can do that, the more comfortable I'll be to get to 255. And, like, you can knock down some zombies. You can see there's one that got knocked down. That's not gonna make a difference. It's when you get, like, a bunch at once. I'm pretty sure you can, that server's also a place where you can, like, request. You could say, hey, I'm looking for a rainbow Wonderwaff camo. Can anyone help out? What's the tech to make sure they don't get knocked down? I'll show you, specifically when I get a new turbine, which is going to be, like, as soon as this breaks. I'm going to show you exactly what I learned. Alright, so let me break my turbine. What you're gonna notice, as soon as I go into here, all the zombies are gonna try to chase me, but they can't jump up the same way I did, so they're all gonna go around. So you'll notice they're all running this way, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my turbine down, grab my resonator. Now they're all running back because I'm here. Place my turbine down, grab my resonator, and when I'm here, I just wait for a second and I make sure that none are really far away. And then they're all just like right in front of me. But if I like rush and I place it down, they're all gonna be like further back, and that will like knock them down. You can ask. It's pretty simple. You just generally gotta watch out for that. That's also specifically why I place the turbine before replacing my resonator. Because if I do resonator first, then I do the turbine, they're already gonna be really far away. Basically, yeah, this is what makes 255 possible. using this strategy, that is. Of course, 255 was possible with the trample steam as well. But it's a similar concept of just like minimizing the amount of leaking animations, basically. And there is sort of an acknowledgement of like, sometimes it's just gonna increase and there's just nothing you can do about it, but like, that's sort of to be expected over time, and as long as you mitigate it enough, you should be fine to go to 255. Because, like, the difference between the 38,000 and change that I'm at now versus the 65,000 is a lot. Like there, I knocked down a couple zombies, but doesn't matter. Too many is what's bad. It is cool that we figured this out over time. I love how Buried and hopefully soon Transit got the first 255s. Because it's not like it was just, oh, the map was too easy and we got to 255 in no time. It was like years of working towards it and figuring out the niche quirks, and like, now we're there. Simplify thing? Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting to reload my war machine. So you can see they're really far away right now. So I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna wait until they get closer and then I'm gonna place it. And then only one got knocked down. This strat is so fun to me. I don't care that a lot of it I just spend kind of sitting and doing whatever. I'm having fun. I'm playing this out. I hope you all realize, like, I'm gonna fucking grind. Especially because it's like, what, 100 hours or so to 255? Maybe less. I don't actually know. Having no dog rounds or equivalent is definitely a big, just like, general time loss on a map like this. Like, I wish that the witches just had their own rounds every 4 to 5 rounds.
Probably best to just leave this here for now. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Are there any maps that we haven't figured out how to get to 255 yet? Excluding, well, there's a handful, like most Black Ops 1 maps, besides like 3, you can't get to 255. So when you say excluding Call of the Dead, we have to... Felix gifted Silver Star X2 jewels. Thank you for that. Is this new? What is that? Thank you. I've never seen that before. What? What is that? Is that like bits? Did they add bits? I'm lost. I'm confused. What is that? And why didn't, like, how do I customize the notification for that? Is that YouTube bits? It's called the Jewel Gift System. How much was that? How much did you just give me? Like, how much was sent star for 2 jewels? What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went on Google, or I went up here, and I typed in I was gonna type in YouTube Jewels, and I wrote, and the first thing that came up was Jewish music. I'm sorry, I'm covering. Viewers can buy jewels to use to send gifts on eligible okay. And okay. Viewers can buy jewels and creators can earn rubies. So what are the stars? What? Okay, let me open this up on my other monitor so I don't reveal money. They gave you 30 free bits? Well, if they were free, then definitely give them to me. Give me your Bezos bucks and all that. Where do I go? Earn. Supers and gifts? Okay. I can't see. How much are they worth? Gift types? Oh, wait. Let's see. Start a combo? Huh? Where? How do you send a star? Sent W for 10 jewels? What? 50 jewels for $1? So are you saying, okay, so he sent 12 jewels, so you're saying I got like 25 cents off of that? Well, thank you for that. Wait, are you telling me that the jewels cost $1? How much does the creator get? Is it 50 jewels for $1, but each jewel's 1 cent? So you're saying YouTube takes half the money? Okay, listen, if you really want to support me, if you really, really, really want to support me, I'll give you my Venmo. You don't have to give YouTube half the money to give it to me. Oh no, my child's.
I think Regnal Hunt was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. Got knocked right off your feet that time. Probably best to just
He'll buy lunch to support me. You don't have to buy me lunch. If anything, I have to buy you lunch. Because I do not need burger money. What? Why didn't it break? Oh, shit. Oh, now it broke? What? Sorry. Can you buy my lunch? For 2,000 jewels, I will buy you your lunch. Now I need to, that's another thing I need to configure with my Streamlabs. I need to put a new sound for the jewels. Can I do that now? There's not even like a setting for it. How does that just, what? Well, listen, if you want to figure out how to support your favorite creators, figure out how to get a bunch of those jewels for free. I think jobs steal higher whether you have a... whether you have a felony, misdemeanor, or assault and battery. What? What? Wait, what? Think jobs steal higher? What does that mean? Do I get paid for streaming from YouTube? I do get some money from the ad revenue just for streaming. Like, I think like a stream like this, I probably make a few dollars. Depends on how many people watch. The Call of the Dead streams did really well. Like, when I had over 100 people watching all day, like, I made $100-something just off of the ad revenue. I don't know if skipping the ads or not actually gives me more money. I guess if you watch multiple ads, I get more money. But also, like, I'm fine if you want to use ad block. Like, a stream like this, I'll probably make like $5, give or take, just off of the ad revenue. It's half a Starbucks coffee. I make my coffee at home usually, but yes. By the way, chat, I'm not making it to round 100 today. But also, I don't feel... I'm not pressed about, like, oh, I need to make it to 100 this stream, because I'm not stopping at 100. I'm gonna keep going past 100. So, I'm probably gonna play for maybe another 45 minutes, and we'll see. Like, that might only be a few rounds. Maybe I'll see where I'm at the end around 95. And any progress is good. How many points can you store in the bank? Up to 250,000. Although remember, there's a 100 point fee for taking it out. So if you were to take all of it out, you get back 225,000. That's down to a science at this point. Pre-match soundtracks on Battlefield 4. I haven't heard those. What TV shows do I watch? I will tell you, lately my brother and I have been binging The Orville, the Seth MacFarlane's show. That show's great, and I'm mad at myself for just, like, not giving it a chance until recently. I like Family Guy, I like American Dad, I like Smiling Friends. A lot of animated, like, adult comedy. Rick and Morty. Although I didn't like I didn't like season 8 of Rick and Morty. Yeah, rip Smiling Friends. But I appreciate what Smiling Friends did, and I also appreciate they recognized they were like, we don't want to fucking drag this on forever. Like, we don't want to be the next Rick and Morty where our fan base is insufferable. The gradual growth of conservatism in Family Guy is interesting. What do you mean by that? Didn't they do an entire episode where Donald Trump, like, tried to rape Meg? I will say, I don't like modern Family Guy. I have not been keeping up with the latest seasons. Like, once Seth MacFarlane left the show, it's just been downhill ever since. And by left the show, I mean stopped writing it, because of course he does half the voices. I should pick this up. American Dad is better nowadays, I've heard. I also don't really keep up with American Dad lately, but... What do you think you'll need Leroy for later? Nothing. Mostly. Maybe for max ammos, but... I need the key to lower the reset time. Or rather, to raise the reset time. Lowers the number of entities in the map. I don't think... I thought Smiling Friends was really funny. I definitely agree that Season 2 sort of feels like it has a few stinkers, but Season 3 I felt like was sort of the peak. Like, no, these are all really good episodes. But it's definitely an acquired taste. Like, if you're not familiar with the humor of... It's just like the dry, like, conversations that are just some of the funniest moments. It's a lot of it's a lot of very internet humor, if that makes sense. All right, we're on 93. This is the round where everything went wrong. It was made by Oni Plays, yeah. The only thing I know about Smiling Friends is that YouTube series where they put their OC in it and make it so she can never actually be acknowledged. Oh yeah. There's a couple of like YouTubers that like put themselves into Smiling Friends, and people suspect that some of them are like endorsed by the actual creators, or are like literally getting help. Like fucking the what's his name? Cool Autistic Gamer or something. He did a whole episode, or like he did a whole thing where like he put himself into the episode, except the characters responded to him. And people were like, this has gotta be them.
Probably best to just leave it here for now. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Oh my god. I just thought of a fucked up title for next stream. Am I Charlie Kirk? Because I'm buried right now. That's gonna get me canceled. I can't wait to use that exact title, but with Donald Trump in a couple months from now. That would get me in a lot of trouble, yes. Who's someone who's dead that wouldn't get me canceled? Hello? What the fuck, game, actually? JFK? I mean, yeah, you're right that he wouldn't get me canceled. See that zombie way back there? He's gonna fuck with my childs. Oh my god, he did. Oh my god, he fucking did. It went up by 200. fuck that.
Feeling the boom?
Genuine, literally the first resonator activation, bam, and it went up by 200. I gotta wait for some very important person to die, like Donald Trump.
Don't give back up. But I know you felt it. Walk down, all you're good for. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
Interesting that Hassan Piker only shows up on live chat, not top chat.
But I know you felt it.
Interesting, YouTube.
Do yourself a favor. Don't give back up. Come to Misty, you beautiful, beautiful thing. Ah! It's a turbine, like the one in the town. Got knocked right off your feet that time. Got knocked right off your feet that time.
George Washing Machine. Do you know he's now LARPing off of Nick Fuentes with his set and clothes and hand movement? What? Do you think you get around 100 by the end of stream? No, I have to leave in like 30 minutes tops, and round 100 is farther away from that. I'm probably gonna get off in like 2 rounds.
Do yourself a favor. Don't give back up.
I think I'm gonna get off when I hit round 95, so like 1 more round and change. But I will continue tomorrow, most certainly, and we're just gonna keep pushing. We're gonna push to 100 and past it.
Got knocked right off your feet that time. Do yourself a favor. Don't give back up.
What is my favorite chips? I like Tostitos chips. I also like Doritos. Probably one of those two.
Walk down, all you're good for.
Cool Ranch Ditos. Ah, wait, I gotta hit the box.
It's a turbine, like the one from the town.
Grab this to take a weapon out of the box.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Oh, do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. You feeling the boom?
How have you been keeping this game going for so long while playing other games too? I started this game yesterday. But also, the answer you're actually looking for is how did I keep my other game going for so long while playing other games? You type in /pause_hard, and it will just fully suspend your game, and you can do anything else while this is like that. And then when you're done, you just click the OK on the pause hard, and you can keep going.
You feeling the boom?
That's round.
Oh, you got knocked right off your feet that time.
You're welcome. This will be the last round that I play on stream, and then I'm gonna get off. This is good 3 hours. Always good progress. I think that 3 hours is like comfortable, not pushing myself. Want to just make steady progress.
You guys form a gang or something? Oh, damn, oh, you're good.
You always ask a lot of very random questions. Oh.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up. Don't get any ideas straight. It's a turbine, like the one from the town. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. Got knocked right off your feet that time. Falling down is all you're good for. I think Regnal Hunt was looking for this earlier. I wonder why. You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it.
Ray gun Mark II?
Boom!
Yes.
You may not have seen it, but I know you felt it. It's probably best to just leave this here for now. You feeling the boom?
How usable is the Mark II at this point? Not. Most nonchalant zombie stream I've seen yet. Welcome.
These freaks are really trying to tighten the screws.
Trying to give title suggestions. Buried Alive in a George Romero nightmare. That would be cool. The only problem is I feel like people are gonna see that and they're gonna think I'm playing Call of the Dead, and then they're gonna be disappointed when I'm not.
One step closer. I mean it. Don't get back up. Don't get back up. Anyone see what's happening here?
Just ironically clickbait. It's like, listen, it's not false to say a George Romero nightmare, because that sort of implies, like, listen, George Romero loved zombies. That's a lot of what this is inspired by in some ways. But also, they're gonna think it's Call of the Dead. Specifically because everyone wants me to play Call of the Dead right now with Jake.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
Oh? Okay. Sorry. I just got a notification that the train I was gonna take is canceled. That's fine.
You feeling the boom? These freaks are screwing around.
You got a microbio exam in 7 hours? I will pray for you, my friend. Time bombs. Do I want monkey. I want more monkeys, I think.
Weird looking thing, all right. Maybe I should get Droopinger to try it out.
I'm gonna die.
Guess I owe you. Someday.
Okay. Well, now I have to recover from the down before I can end the stream. So let's play normally until the end of the round.
This here for now. Do yourself a favor. Don't get back up.
And that, oh my god, it's increasing my childs by a lot.
You felt it. Falling down is all you're good for.
Oy. Time bomb, don't give back your perks, what? Like, if you down, then activate Time Bomb, it will give your perks back. I didn't place down a Time Bomb. So, I can't go back in time. How do you keep your perks? Perma Tombstone. There's no Time Bomb for me to go back to. If I place down a Time Bomb and go back, I...
Probably best to just leave it here for now. You feeling the boom? You feeling the boom?
Getting close to the end of the round. Alright. This is the end of the round. So here's what we do since it's the end of the round. First, we gotta disable Voltrid.
I'll get to you all eventually.
They broke it. Okay. Hey, wonderful. You caught me just as I was about to get off. But then I also took it down right at the end of the round, right when I said I was gonna get off. And then we just gotta go through the maze.
Cut all these edges out with the damn chainsaw. Make life a whole lot.
There we go. Do you have one more Quick Revive left? I have as many Quick Revives left as I want to have. I want monkeys back. Did I see my mess? Yes, I did see that. That weekend definitely works for me. So if you wanna say let's ship it, I'll leave my calendar open. And that'll be our weekend. Oh, right.
Right off your feet, that guy. Fall down, soldier.
Are you not the end of the round? Hello? A walker? Where's the other walker? What a disaster. You get unlimited revives just as long as you don't down too many times.
This key should be useful.
Where the fuck are these last zombies? Actually, where the fuck are they?
Monkey bomb. I love these little guys.
He's walking from over there? Where is the other one? Holy shit. Look at this time loss. No, I'm hoping I don't get killed by hentai virus. Where the fuck is the second zombie? How is this guy walking? There's no other zombie. Jesus. And he's not gonna get killed by this anytime soon. Oh my god. The turbine's already broken, and I just placed it. Yeah, climb up there! What? Look at this time loss. Because I have no way to kill this zombie besides... And I don't even know where the second one is, because this guy's walking. Oh, he was last and he was walking? Fuck that. Alright, let me set myself up with a new turbine and then we'll... And then I'm gonna call it.
I'm just gonna leave this here for now.
Alright. What's the goal is as high of a round as I can get to, so I'm not gonna stop when I hit 100. But I am gonna end the stream right now. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna stream at around the same time, so around 11:30 to noon Eastern, give or take. Alright, see you all later.